Good day, friends. In the lecture series on the topic Fundamental of Investment, in today's lecture, I'll be talking about online share trading. That is, if you want to deal in the stocks, that is shares, in the stock market, what is the procedure, what is the process of dealing in the stocks in the stock market? Friends, things have changed drastically over a period of time in India, and we can say our stock exchanges, our regulatory body, that is Securities and Exchange Board of India, they are being considered as the premium institutions of the world. That is, they have a very systematic, transparent system of trading. If I go back in the past, in the history, I would say that before the advent of the online trading, there used to be an outcry system in which the stockbrokers used to assemble in a trading hall, and they used to do trading on behalf of the clients. In that system, matching of the buyer and seller was difficult, and there was lack of transparency in the system. You have given one price, or you have given a particular price to the broker, but you are not sure whether the broker has dealt at the same price or lower than that or higher than that. Means there were various difficulties in the outcry system, which has become history in India now. Nowadays, there is a online trading. In the sense, when I use the word online trading, what it means is that trading is being done through screen. I'll be explaining all these things in detail. So, let me explain it this way, that online trading is an act of buying and selling financial securities through an online trading forum or platform, I would say. That is, through this online trading, if you want to buy and sell, if you want to deal in the stocks, that is, when I use the word stocks, means shares, that these financial securities can be dealt in the online form. So NSE is the first one. NSE began this revolution and became the world's first exchange to use the satellite communication technology for trading. Friends, as you are aware, I will be dealing this thing again in the detail as the time will come in the course of my lecture, that there are two leading exchanges in this country, that is National Stock Exchange, which popularly known as NSE, and the other is BSE, formerly known as Bombay Stock Exchange, right? So these are the two leading exchanges, and the NSE, since its advent, has revolutionized the trading system in India, and it is the first exchange that used satellite communication technology. So the system that is being used for the trading in the NSE, the system is called NEAT. We call this system as NEAT, National Exchange for Automated Trading. And the system that is being used in the BSE is called BOLT, means BSE Online Trading, BOLT, that is BSE Online Trading. So the system that is being used is called NEAT and BOLT, that NEAT in the National Stock Exchange and BSE in the BOLT in the Bombay Stock Exchange, or BSE, known as now BSE. So this system is now available on net, through web, through mobile, and through computer to computer link facility, which we call it CTCL, right? So these are the two systems which we call, means through which the trading takes place in India in the two leading exchanges of the country. So what are the prerequisites of online trading, right? That if you want to make online trading, or simply I would not use the word online trading again, I'll say if you want to trade in the stocks, in the equities, what is the process, what are the requirements of the trading in the stocks, right? So an investor who is willing to invest in the stock market needs the following accounts. There are three important things which you have to do. You must have a bank account, you must have a Demat account, and I'll be explaining all this, and there should be trading account, right, which facilitates buying and selling of shares. So these are the three things that is required, without which, without any of them, you will not able to trade, you will not able to buy and sell shares in the stock market, in the stock exchanges and in the stock market. So bank account, depository account and trading account, I will be explaining all these. See, what are the advantages of online trading? It provides a single trading platform, right? That is, when you want to trade through stock exchanges, through online, right? It is a single platform that provides you the facility to trade in the stocks, and it is a fast and efficient system. Just by the click of the mouse in the market hours, that is from 9 to 3:30, you can have a trade, you can buy and sell shares at the stock market time, right, which is the scheduled time of the stock exchanges from 9 a.m. in the morning to 3:30 p.m. as per the Indian time, right. This is a stock. In this time, if you want to buy, if you want to sell the shares, you just click the button, that is your mouse, or through brokers we will be talking these things, right. So your deal you can deal in the shares. So its system is very fast. Just in a few seconds, the trading can be done, and it is efficient. Because when I am using the word efficient, efficient is a relative word. We are comparing it with the outcry system, the old system in India, which I was talking to you in my earlier reference when I started this lecture, that earlier in the outcry system, the dealing was used to be through stock brokers, and that time even the stock brokers used to gather in a trading hall, right, in any of the exchanges of the country, and then they used to try to find out the buyer and the seller. Means if you are a seller, you was trying to find out the buyer, and if you are a buyer, you was trying to find out the seller, and then if the price matches, then only the trading was possible. But exactly at what price the trading has taken place, the deal has taken place, because the things are not on the screen, right. So the clients, that is the buyer and the seller, did not know the exact price. If any broker want to do any mischievous things, that is mischievous in the sense they want to manipulate the price, or they want to charge the different price than what is being dealt exactly, they can do it, means within a range, obviously. So the system was not efficient, the system was not transparent, but with the advent of this system of screen-based trading system, the system has become very efficient. So we say that the online trading ensures transparency, as I was saying, that any time, any point of time, you can see at what price the trade is taking place, right. So system is transparent, and as participant can check the price of the securities any time. Lakhs and lakhs of transactions takes place on a daily basis, minute by minute basis, but the moment you trade, as per your broker's trading account, as per your account, the trade will come, means the number will come, and each trade has a peculiar number, so that you can know that at what price your transaction has taken place. The price, the quantity and everything is transparent, right. So there is no concealment of facts in this case. Increases the efficiency of the operations by reducing time, cost and risk of error, right. So because there is no time, just the things are online, the things are on the screen. So since things are on a screen, click of the mouse, another trade, you pass on the order to the broker, which I'll be dealing with, right, and then border will, or you can do it directly also if your broker permits you. There are many brokers who have given especially to the large clients, they have given the facility to the clients itself to trade up to a particular limit directly with the stock exchanges, right, especially in case of the large, where the volume of the customer is large. So this facility is being provided by the brokers. So this is cost efficient and risk of the error is minimum. So it enables large number of participants to participate, thereby improving the liquidity in the market. One of the feature of the stock market, or if you ask me what are the functions of the stock market, I would say one of the important function of the stock market is that it provides liquidity to the equities or the shares. Had the stock market not been there, so in that case the buying and selling would have been very difficult, right. So with the advent of the online trading, with the advent of this system, of the screen-based trading system, that the liquidity of the market has increased many-fold, right? So there is a larger liquidity because you know the buyers and the sellers and the price at which exactly is being quoted. There is a more transparency system. People have more belief in the market. People trust more, because if you are not being cheated, the chances of cheating is minimized. Then in that case, you tends to believe in that system, and when you tend to believe in that system, you tends to invest in that class of asset. And equity is one class of asset where the believability of the people is increasing, because the system in India are more transparent now, so it has increased the liquidity in the market. You can easily find out, especially of the good stocks, you can easily find out the buyers and the sellers. Now coming to the, after talking of the advantages, that these are the advantages of screen-based trading, or you can say online trading, what is the procedure of the online trading? So in today's lecture, I'll be talking of, in this very lecture, I'll be talking of basically the procedure of the screen-based trading on the online trading. There are 5 steps involved, and in this lecture and in the next lecture also, I'll be talking of these 5 steps only, right? The very first step is selection of a broker. Friends, whenever you want to trade in the market, you have to contact a broker. Who is the broker? I was saying in the beginning that what you require is, you require for trading in the shares, you require 3 things. You need to have a bank account, you need to have a depository account, and you need to have a account with a broker. Because neither of the 2 exchanges, popular exchanges in India, that is NSE and BSE, deals directly with the customers, with the masses, with the people in general. They have their registered brokers who are registered with the particular exchange, right? So through these brokers only the deal can be done. That is, if I as an individual, you as an individual, you want to buy the share, you want to sell the shares, I want to buy the share, I want to sell the share, but I cannot deal directly with the Bombay Stock Exchange, BSE, or the NSE, National Stock Exchange. I'll have to deal through the brokers because of the payment involved, because of the transfer, because of various issues. The stock exchanges deals through broker only, and each of the stock exchange has registered broker. Right? These brokers are registered with the Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, which is a regulatory authority of the capital market, of the stock market in the country, right? So very first step is you have to select a broker. While selecting a broker, you must see that what is the financial strength of the broker, what is the experience of the broker, what is the standing of the broker, because if you select the right broker, the chances of any dispute in the future, or you tend to believe him more because of the goodwill enjoyed by the broker, because your money is involved, and since your money is involved, finance is involved, obviously you would like to deal with a person who has a goodwill, who has or a firm or a company who has a reputation, right? So when you select the broker, see the reputation, see the past track of the broker, see the amount of transaction that is being done by the broker, because if you deal with a large broker means where the volume size is large, right, and a when I say long standing means a long experience, the chances are that in future also the failure of the broker, sometime in the past it has happened that some of the broker failed to fulfill their commitment. So there is a chance of the losing the money. So this loss is being minimized. The scope of the loss is being minimized if you select a right broker. So the first step is to select a broker who will buy and sell securities on behalf of the investors. So this is necessary because trading of the securities can only be done through SEBI registered brokers. That is, as I said, that it can be done only through SEBI registered broker. Brokers registered may be individual, partnership firms, or corporates. Means there can be company, it can be partnership firms, individual. Means how they are established, whether this is a sole proprietorship firm, whether it is a partnership firm, or it is a company. So the brokers may be any of these three. It may be individuals. So individuals can got themselves registered with the exchange, and then means all these brokers are registered with the Securities and Exchange Board of India as well as the with the stock exchange. In the common parlance, we say who is the member of the stock exchange, right? So these members are called brokers. On NSE there are different brokers, on BSE there are different brokers, or there can be a person in a firm or in corporate house who can be member of both, that is the BSE as well as NSE, right? So it means the person must be a member, the broker must be a member of a stock exchange, and it must be registered with SEBI. So brokers, what they do for the services which they provide to their clients, right? They charge a very nominal commission, right? And this commission, even some online trading platforms provide free of cost also. But most of the brokers do charge some money, and this commission is less than 0.5%, right? Less than 0.5% of the value of the transaction. Less than 0.5%, even 0.25 of the percent of the brokerage cost. That is less than 0.5%, right? So therefore, investor must check and compare the commission charged by the broker. But friends, here I will caution you, commission charge should not be the only criteria for selecting the broker. Commission charge is a important parameter for selecting a broker. But as I said just now, that the quality of the broker, when I use the word quality, what it means is that this standing in the market, the volume that is being done by the broker, the goodwill of the broker is also important while selecting a broker, right? So the next step is opening a Demat account. Friend, in the past also, while talking of the fundamental of investment, we have talked about Demat account. Again, I will go to the history, and in very brief, that earlier in the stock market, shares used to be issued in physical form, in paper form, right? So there used to be a paper on which the seal of the company was there, the name of the shareholders, the folio number, the details of the shares, that is the numbering of the shares, and so on and so forth, used to be mentioned, and the paper in the paper form shares to be issued. No longer in India, the paper form of dealing or paper form of issuance of shares is prevalent in India, right? And even if you have a paper form of shares in India that was being issued in the past, right, before the advent of this Demat account and depository account system, right, you cannot deal it. You cannot deal in the market, because nowadays, if you want to deal in the market, the shares must be not in the physical form, but in the depository form, in the Demat form. What is the Demat? It's like I would say bank account. When you deposit your money in the bank, your account shows credit balance, that this much credit balance is there. When you withdraw the money, your account is being debited and net balance is being shown. Similarly, there are two depositories. I'll be talking of this thing. There are two depositories: National Securities Depository Limited, popularly known as NSDL, and the other is CDSL, Central Depository Services Limited. These are the two depositories in India which provides facilities to its participant and in turn to the members, to the account holder, to open Demat account with them. Like the bank offers an opportunity to open a bank account, similarly these depositories, that is NSDL and CDSL, provides opportunity to open Demat account with them. Whichever the shares you buy and sell, that is whatever your holding may be, these all holdings will come in your depository account in electronic form, I would say, right? Supposing I have shares of 20 different companies, right? So all these shares will be deposited in the depository account, and my account will show, my electronic account will show that these are the number of shares, this is the quantity which I am holding of this company, right? So these NSDL and CDSL provides opportunity for the investors, to the participant, and participant in turn to the account holders to open the account with them. At present, as far as my memory goes, that CDS has around 5 crore accounts and NSDL has more than 2.5 crore accounts. It shows the large number of participants in these depositories. These are the number of accounts. But again, these NSDL and CDSL do not deal directly with the customers. They have their own participants. That is, and by and large, the stockbrokers, which I was talking in the first point, these are the members, mostly, not necessarily, but mostly these brokers are the member of either NSDL or CDSL, or can be both also, means either they are of NSDL or the CDSL. Means NSDL and CDSL deals directly with the participant, right? So around 300 participant of NSDL, around 600 participant of the CDSL, and these participants, like say for example, if I have an account with the ICICI Securities Limited, say for example, or HDFC Securities, right? HDFC Securities is a participant, ICICI Securities is a participant. The stockbroker who is a member of the NSE can be, with their registration, can be a member of any of the depository, and then this depository, this participant will open the account for its clients or for other public who wants to open a Demat account. So there are two things. One is depository, that is NSDL and CDSL. They have their own participants, and these participants facilitate the NSDL and CDSL to open the accounts for its clients and for the members who want to deal with them. So depository participants, that is brokers, maintain the security account balances and intimate the status of your holding from time to time. As I was saying, supposing you are having shares of 20 different companies. In that case, you must be having a depository account either with NSDL or CDSL. What you will do is that you will approach to your broker, and your broker in turn will open an account, your account, in your name, right? With your details, your bank account, your residential house, your PAN number, all these things are required. These are must. That if you open an account with a depository, you must have to have a PAN number, you must have to have a bank account, and you must have to have your address proof. With this information, you can open with the nominal fees, you can open an account with the depository through the participants. So how the Demat account, how the depository functions, right? How the Demat account functions. So a depository participant is an agent of depository. As I was saying, most of the brokers are the depository participants, and many of the banks even, and who deals in the shares, who deals in the financial securities, they are the members of these depositories, right? They call them participants. So any broker or finance service company can be a depository participant. There are certain parameters, there are certain prerequisites for which you have to fulfill. You means the participant have to fulfill, and with the fulfillment of these particulars, you can means those banks, those brokers can become a participant with the depository. Friends, having brokership, membership of the BSE or NSE does not mean that you are necessarily a participant with the depository. For becoming a member of the depository, for becoming a participant of the depository, you have to fulfill certain requirements, you have to fulfill certain formalities as per the SEBI guidelines. Means the SEBI, which is a regulator of the capital market in the country, it has determined certain guidelines to the depository firms, and these depository firms, after fulfilling these different requirements, becomes the member of the depository, right? So participant has to fulfill certain requirements. An account opening form means you as an individual, I as an individual, what I will do if I want to open an account, I'll approach a participant. I'll not directly approach to the NSDL or CDSL, right? I'll approach, say, to my broker. Normally what people do is that the broker through whom they want to deal, right? So they approach them. As I said, your first step is you have an account with the broker. So you approach to the broker for opening a Demat account, right? So broker must be the participant, or broker will be if broker is a participant, or it will deal through some participant, right? Then the broker will facilitate you to open an account with a depository. So for that purpose, you must have a PAN card, you have a photograph, you must have to attach photograph for your identification power of attorney. Why you give the power of attorney? Means you give power, or you can give power to through the broker, that whenever you buy some shares, it will be the broker will buy shares on your behalf and deposit in your depository account. Same thing can be done for the selling also, that there can be an automatic system also, that the moment the share is being sold in your account through your registered broker, then the share can be transferred from the depository account. So for this very purpose, you have to give a power of attorney. If you want it, you have to give a power of attorney to your broker, right? So these are the things which are required for opening an account. So the physical certificate should be given to DP. Supposing I am having no longer, if you want to, if you will buy shares at present through the IPO, through initial public offer, or we can say through fresh issuance of shares, in that case, you will not be issued any physical share. Your account, you will be created directly, and your depository account will be created. As I was saying, it's like a electronic form of having your shares, right? So your account will be directly credited with that number of shares. So physical certificate, if at all you have, and that is those shares which were being issued in the past before the advent of this Demat account system, depository system, in that case you will have to deposit these shares to your depository, to your broker. Broker in turn will deposit to the NSDL or CDSL, right? And then these accounts, the NSDL and CDSL will verify it from the company, and this company, if your shares are genuine, your numbers are genuine, then it will be creating in your account in the electronic form, right? So the physical certificate should be given to DP. DP means depository participant, with a dematerialized request form. If the shares are applied in public offer, then the shares will be credited in the deposit account. So if the shares are sold through broker, then DP is instructed to debit the account with the number of shares. If you are selling it, then automatically the shares will be transferred through broker. Same is the case in case of the purchase of the share. So broker then gives the instruction to the DP for delivery of share to the broker, to the depository. The broker then receives the payment and pay the person for shares sold. So this I will be talking of when I will be talking of settling the transaction. So all this system is being done under the T+2 basis of settlement, right? So there are two steps which we have discussed, friend. First is that for trading purpose, for buying and selling of shares, first thing is requirement is that you must have a bank account and a broker, right? And then through depository, you must have a depository account. You open a depository account through in which all the electronic form of shares, means the shares will be debited or credited as the case may be. If you are buying it, the shares will be credited. If you are selling it, the shares will be debited in your depository account. So the next step involved in the share trading, I will be talking in my next lecture. Thank you very much.